once again, great episode of Parasyte. Every single week I have to say that. There was a lot of build-up, and I feel like foreshadowing to future events that'll end up happening within the coming weeks of Parasyte. And I think one of those had to deal with probably one of the smallest events, but like one of the things that I think needs to be remembered most from this episode was pulling out that strand of Shinichi's hair. I think when they crumbled that, it was foreshadowing that eventually there's either going to be one of two things. One, there's another enemy that comes around whose mind is not completely taken over. Or two, there's a way for people to find, a way around the pulling out of the hair thing, even though they're a parasite. And I think that the second one is more likely than the first, but that's not completely ruling out the first option. Speaking of saving hair and stuff, goddamn Kana, that's some stalker shit right there. I can't believe that the strand pulling thing actually got popular. That just seems like the most unlikely thing to ever exist. But then again, this is anime, so I there's nothing to complain about. Let's see. There's the only complaint that I really think I had this episode was at the beginning, where we got to that scene at the beginning. It was really jarring because I was like, where the fuck are we, and when is this? Who are these people? I feel as if it was just an incident just to show that, hey, this hair pulling out thing is becoming more prominent. A lot of people are doing it even when they're drunk. It's like instinct. I feel like that was all that scene was supposed to show, but I have no clue. But yeah, that's really was my only problem with the entire episode. Now, I am scared, if this is episode 11, and most endings or openings change after episode 12, what's gonna happen to the Parasyte opening? Oh no. Ha! There's too much budget in this opening, and it's way too good. There's no way that Madhouse would cut this out. That would be like, I feel as if like they wasted half of the show's budget on the opening. and maybe that's just me, but the opening is fantastic, but, that's just me. Nothing to worry about there, in my opinion. I got credit for the no censors, as usual. The Madhouse budget this episode during that fight scene. Oh my gosh, that fight scene was just like Lu Gong all over again from like Mahoka. All of those fight scenes looked really good, and just like in Mahoka, these Parasyte ones look really good too. They don't have the special effects that Mahoka did, but they do, and they don't really have like the art style, but they do. They have the animation, and I think that's the thing that Madhouse just needed down pack for the show, because the art is nothing special whatsoever, but the animation completely works. Murano, are you ever going to stop asking that fucking question? Has he changed to you? Nigga, he's not gonna fucking answer. I also have a prediction that because, like, Shinichi was talking about, he always feels like there's a pain in his heart at, like, sporadic points. I have a theory that Migi is dying, and I don't know exactly how she's dying or how he's dying, but Migi's dying, and it's pretty obvious to me at this point. That's at least how I feel, because it would completely explain while they're feeling the pain, because Migi's now fused with the heart, and if Migi's feeling pain, then so would Shinichi. So it does correlate. And Kana, don't run, you can still have me. Oh wait, I did have another problem with this episode. The terrible CGI people. Don't tell me you did not see it. There were CGI people at the scene where they saw the mayor. It was absolutely atrocious. There's no way you'd think I'd leave something like that out, but I almost did, oh lord. It was at, like, all caps at the bottom of my notes, because they looked absolutely terrible. It wasn't like the quality was too bad, but they really stood out. And there were even people in the background behind Shinichi at a part that were completely CGI, and it was just really noticeable and jarring, and it was just like, ew, really, nigga, no. It was like the CGI hands in Shigatsu. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces!